Hello, beautiful souls. We're going to see what the ancestors and angels have for us today. The moon falls out and the elder falls out. So we will keep these. We are in this super strawberry full moon in the sign of Capricorn, opposite to Cancer. Have you been crying? Have you been fatigued? Have you been sleeping? Like everyone's ascension symptoms, solar flare symptoms, whatever you want to call it. It's all of it. Whatever you want to call it, it's all of it. And everyone's experiencing, sometimes you're on a high, sometimes you're on a low, sometimes you're in between worlds. Like today feels like I'm very in between two spaces. There are many timelines, which is not unfamiliar, but if you don't know what that feels like, it's hard to express that to somebody else. It's where you feel displaced, but you're literally, your human in your multidimensional self is in many places all the time, all at once, okay? So take a note to the intuitive messages that you're receiving. When we hit these new moons and full moons, I guarantee that your psychic abilities start getting amplified, but also be mindful. Don't give your power away to the fear. Certain things will take the opportunity to try to psychically or physically attack, which can be psychically, confirmation during this time. Okay, but again, it's knowledge and power, hygiene, spiritual hygiene, knowledge, wisdom, and power, and empowerment is going to be the biggest help. Just know that your gifts and abilities get activated and elevated during the moon cycles. The elders are here. The ancestors came in the last pull, 144. So you've been healing through the lineages, and that's what the message came through with the earth magic in its own way. In the earth magic, there's a karma card, karma DNA card, and an ancestral card as well. And this is the elder card, very indigenous, right? So elders, you more than likely, you're a very ancient soul. If you're here resonating with me, you've been around Earth Block a few times, and you've been around the cosmos a few times 1,000, okay? You've been healing through the lineages, not just your genetic lineages here, this is the blood lineage, but your cosmic soul lineage you've been also healing through. And this is just your confirmation. So some of us signed up for the extra credit. 2, 3, 4. And it literally, when I said extra, it literally, the clock literally paused. Some of us signed up for the extra credit for this PhD of PhD programs, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. If you know, you know. If that doesn't resonate, it doesn't have to. All right. So what do we have for the beautiful souls? So we got the moon and we got the elder. 3, 3, 3. Ascended master energy. A lot of ancient Egyptian energy came through with my experience last night. Sekhmet. I'm just going to roll them off because they're just... The Great Pyramid. Not a tomb. It's a generator. Sirius. Lyran energy. Sekhmet, which is depicted as a feminine lion. Horus, Osiris, Thoth, Mary Magdalene, Mother Hecate, Isis, and the Hathors. A lot of ancient Egyptian energy, and I've had 3, 4, 4. I was actually, honestly, and came through as confirmation, I had a past life regression last year. And then I had in one of my first or second, maybe it was my very first Akashic Records reading. So there was awareness that I had a past life, that I was not an incarnate human. I was actually a great ancient one, an off-planet being, a very large off-planet being, which felt like, just going to say it, one of the benevolent Anunnakis at the time during the building of the Great Pyramid, as I get goosebumps to confirmation. So that came through in a past life regression well over a year ago. That was confirmed in April a year later in an Akashic Records reading. That's what just came through as a very significant timeline. And then it came through in my experience just to confirm that. And I had more similar remembrance about the type of advanced technology that was used during the building of the pyramid. We've got 2 cards in and we're just channeling now. So this might be relevant. maybe you have awareness of that. And it was with harmonics, it was with sound, it was, the people of the time thought it was magical, but it was a form of technology, a form of organic technology as well. It was like, again, thought form, sound, harmonics, to move these large granite, very large blocks from a site to the build. Okay, so when I was very connected, when Ancient Aliens was out, I knew humans. There's no way that the human common sense, come on, I knew that then. My soul knew that then, way before I woke up. So the shaman rolled out. The shaman is here. Yep, trusting those higher forces, trusting that intuitive knowledge, knowing, because your human's going to be like, yeah, no, there's no way you weren't. Yeah, I was. It's been confirmed 3 times. Well, within a year and a few months. 3 different ways. So it came through my experience very strong last night as just a remembrance. It came through an Akashic record reading, and it came through very minimally in a past life regression. So you're a shaman. You more than likely you walk between dimensions. You're a multidimensional being. You're here, but you're also in the higher dimensions. You're also here doing this. And this could be not just in your sleep time, I'm guaranteeing your sleep time, but even during your day. Like I said, when I feel displaced, it's like my human's here. I'm driving, I'm doing the human thing, but my consciousness feels like it's at many places, and I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of like this floaty, and I'm in this weird in between, because I am. The Mirror Guardian, I did use some mirror work last night in the dark, which all this knowledge and this initiation process that I shared in a channel last night, I think. I may have to sit down and do a video just on that. But the Mirror Guardian is here. So trust the time, shouldn't take time to reflect. So I literally sat down and sat with the experience that was taking place. And it was like this the priestesshood, Order of the Rose, all of these things were just coming through. Being initiated, walking with these particular ascended masters, teachers, priests, high priestesses, wisdom keepers, of the time. So you definitely probably connect as a shaman. You've been a shaman in a past life, whether here on Earth or cosmically as well. Owls again. So just continue to trust in the higher forces, even though it seems like chaotic and scary. And they're trying to get you to be distracted. Look over here, not over here. The fear porn, all of that. So continue to trust in the source within your heart space. All right, you are a traveler. You're a multidimensional traveler. I just said that. Thank you for the confirmation. But this also might mean that you're going to be traveling, just as like, if you can feel that. I've been feeling this for months and months and months, that I know I'm going to be world traveling, 808 on the timer, as part of my work moving forward with Source, in the creations and the gifts and the offerings, in the practices that I will be assisting in humanity moving forward. So it is moving in a new direction. You're going to be moving into a new direction. So the traveler is here, moving in a new direction, okay? And shedding old skin. So some of us, again, it depends on what layer of your journey is. I'm down into the deep depths of the layer of the onion peeling away. So there's like, again, I will have moments where I will still receive transmissions, and that transmission will trigger 30 minutes of just this ugly snot, detox, purging, ancestral just junk. Just keep getting that sediment, cleared it out. Because the more space we create within our physical bodies, within our multi-layers of this avatar, our 12-dimensional bodies, the more you have for light the more space you have for the more light, the more information, the more higher consciousness can flow and stream through you and channel through you with ease and effortlessness, okay? So it's important to continue to shed the old skins, to allow for the purging, the cleansing, and quit running away from that. I'm just going to say this because Source wants me to. When it comes to alcohol, highly recommend, you feel into this, you highly recommend removing alcohol from your reality. There's a lot of things that aren't positive, and there's a lot of things that open you up to things that you don't want to become attached to you. It just makes things more challenging in life. But if you realize that when you're amongst people who are drinking, they will really try to get you to drink when you are not a drinker. Okay, 1011. You know this if and you don't cave or go to the dark side. I always joke, you're getting called or you're getting pulled to the dark side because you're being pulled to the dark side by entities and attachments that are consuming this. All right, if you know, you know. This is just a really strong recommendation to get off the fucking booze. There's nothing good about it. Nothing. Zero. Nada. It's another way to distract you and to keep you distracted and in distortions and illusions and belief systems and programming and conditioning. We're getting some teaching with the cards today, it looks like, sources. Okay? A lot of channeling coming through. This is why I just hit record and allow the messages to come through, and the rambling is channeling, and that tangent and that scrolling, it's all perfect. So somebody needs to hear this. Why do you think it's so hard for people to get off of certain things, and why do you think people are so addicted to it? They're using it to avoid clearing and shedding and purging. No, we're just going to go drink and suppress it. And then you get a sober person, an awakened sober person around a bunch of drunk people. You're like, this is just fucking fake nonsense drivel. Get me the fuck out of here. It's just uncomfortable. You just don't want because it's dirty. It's gross. The energy becomes really dirty and gross. 1144. You are an oracle. You know this already. All right. So wait for important information. So source says there is important information coming in. Again, the hood or a red scarf or a hood, maybe a red hoodie. Again, there's that serpent. So you are an oracle. More than likely you've been an oracle in many past lives, but you already know that there's important information. Like I said, for a lot of us, it's these next work orders, or I don't say work orders, assignment, your next assignment. We're waiting for the source's next assignment moving forward. Thank you. Sometimes the human words. All right, is there anything else, source, that you'd like to bring through for the collective, please and thank you? Holding sacred circles. I feel like that's moving forward for me, and part of my offerings is holding sacred space for small groups. Definitely one-on-one stuff, confirmation, nose edge. But holding ceremonial sacred circles for small groups of people, maybe things that incorporate different type of ceremonies, teachings, kind of like small, what's coming through is like a small mystery school type of thing, but very small, very intimate. I like to keep things smaller and intimate because it's easier for the interaction. So yeah, take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. Wolves are very significant, okay? Look at the symbolism around wolf. So it's time to take care of your needs and tap into your heart, love, and let yourself be loved. I think we'll leave it there. Source says yes. So to finish this beautiful message off, when you're drinking a bunch of booze, I don't know why Source keeps going back to the alcohol. When you drink all of that and you do certain things, or you eat a lot of toxic processed foods, that's not loving yourself. That's not loving yourself. Loving yourself will be getting to the root cause of why you're doing that. So taking the time to take care of your needs, to heal, to do the sacred work, and to tap into the heart guardian, to tap into your heart, your soul, your 0 point, and everything will come to you. All the wisdom, the knowledge, the practices that you will need to do and be led and guided to, whether it's ceremony, whether that's plant medicine, whether that's eating a specific way, removing things from your consumption, whether it's television, media, whatever it is, tap into the heart and take care of yourself, okay? And there's, of course, just a final high priest from that Egyptian energy with the hawk, which is, I believe, Horus, as represented with the hawk's head. And the high priestess energy is most definitely in the house. So intend and create. We are here to create. Set the intentions and start creating. Set the intentions and start creating. And honor your inner knowing from the Medicine Mother. Medicine Mother is asking you to honor your inner knowing and be the light. Be the light. Shine the light, be the light, walk in the light, embody your light. The light is not outside of you. It's all right here. It's all right here. All that juicy good stuff that you've been seeking your entire life and many lives, it's all right here within you, around you, in your field. Excuse me. You just got to tap into it. 1515. All right. From the bottom of my heart to you, I will see you on the next one. Aria u shinit iria mahaya no ora. Haya u ashirian ya o ho 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 shinit iria natata. Ine munutu anata.